And now it's great to be able to welcome Ken Pereira from Oneberry Technologies to Interpol World Television. Ken, nice to see you here.
Great, Philip. Yeah.
So what are Oneberry doing at Interpol World?
Well, we were here in the first inaugural event 2 years ago, and we launched our MobiCam product here, and it really was really successful when we took part in the first year.
You were described in the press at the end of the first year as the homegrown security innovators. Have you kept that reputation up in the 2 years since then?
Yeah, exactly. What we've done is that, I mean, in the first year itself, what we did, we put together this security solution with a fuel cell technology. And guess what? We're doing all the events for the Singapore Police Force. We managed to get that award, that job.
Oh, fantastic. Now, the fuel cell technology, not many people who are watching this will understand how the fuel cell technology works and what value added that can come from it. Can you give us a little bit of an understanding without going into too much technicality?
Well, if you look at it, let's take a battery. So someone puts a mobile deployment on the street. After 2 days, the battery is dead. Then you have to change your batteries. So what happens with the fuel cell is that you put the fuel cell together with the battery. So when the battery voltages drops, the fuel cell will charge it. So can you imagine, the fuel cell will be able to charge the battery for a complete month. So you can actually do a deployment for a month. I mean, that's amazing, you know, when it comes to security. Can you imagine you go to an event and you put your system there, and when the event starts, your system is down. And with today, the usage of manpower, the productivity, especially in Singapore, everything is about productivity, innovating, and I think that is really kept us on. And right now we are doing about more than 1,000 deployments with fuel cells.
So how does the fuel cell itself actually work?
The fuel cell, this is what we call the direct methanol fuel cell. It uses methanol, and with the air, and it will take off the oxygen together with a catalyst and produce energy. I know it's a short way of saying it, but that's all it is, you know, using methanol to drive it, yeah.
Fantastic. And you're now developing a number of products that aren't just for the domestic market, but you're looking at potentially getting them into the export market. What have you brought to Interpol World exhibition this year?
This time round, we brought in our robots. That's the next thing, because everybody wants a robot, because when we talk about security, it's like they need to see someone. So instead of seeing someone, so what we've done is that we've designed this whole complete robot solution. And the beauty of this concept that we've done is that we can customize the robot to make the robot do various functions. And like if you look at Interpol, you've got so many technologies. We can take any sort of technology and put it in. And like I say, I'm going to go back to the fuel cell. What's unique about this robot is that it will run 365 days, 24 hours without charging. I mean, that's the big thing. I mean, can you imagine robots running? So, I mean, everybody has a robot today. After 6 hours, the robot is just taking a break. So might as well you just put a man. So can you imagine this robot running for 24 hours, 365 days? So every week or other week, depending on how much of power we use, all we have to do is a 5-second operation of changing a canister of methanol.
Wow. But so you've got the robots that'll run for 365 days a year. You've got deployable CCTV capability that can deploy for a month. What are the connectivity issues that you've got? Because Singapore is a big city and connecting things is difficult in built-up areas.
Yeah, but we currently use 4G technology, and sometimes we do Wi-Fi to the nearest point where we can get our fiber lines. Wasn't that difficult for us, because I mean, we have the infrastructure here. So it has worked so far, and we're doing all the events like the National Day parades and things like that, F1. So we haven't had too much of a problem in that area itself.
But with the connectivity through 4G and through Wi-Fi, does that not cause cyber security issues? How do you protect these devices from hackers?
Yeah, in all these applications that we do, we use a M2M solution, machine to machine, so it actually doesn't go to the net itself. So bypassing any intrusion, and we have encryption at the end of it from both sides, so nobody can get into the system. So I mean, it's security, so that's one basic thing that we have to do. And like I said, protecting the data that we are collecting.
So you've got this novel security solution that can be put out and you've deployed it around Singapore. What's next for Oneberry?
Next, that's why in the last event here we were focused on doing something special in Singapore. The next, we believe that this robot that we have, we can package it in the right size to export it worldwide, maybe back in Birmingham or from wherever you come here.
And what was it about INTERPOL World that actually attracted you to, you want to come back again?
Well, I mean, for me, it's like where security meets. I mean, Interpol is an international event of policing, and that's what we do. We don't only come up with new innovative technologies, but we are also security people. So it's something that we understand. So we're not part of a technology or man, or you know. So what we do is man-machine method. So Interpol is all that together. So not only just technology, but with the security people itself. I think that's the important part, where you see people in the last day from the Philippines, from Nigeria. That's what we're looking at here.
Ken, thank you very much indeed for giving up your time to talk to us on INTERPOL World Television. It's fascinating hearing about this new capability that's out there that not many people will have heard of.
Great, Philip. Thanks.